the Brocast. On the Brocast. On the Brocast, yeah.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Saturday, happy Brocast Day, and there's the music turning off. All right, welcome back. My name is Commander Josh Hawkins. You're watching the Brocast, of course, joined by our fellow bros, Commander Turgeon Starstone.
Good evening, bros.
And Commander Greatest.
Hello, Lololonium!
And I just realized that Elite Dangerous is not showing up on the stream. Hold on one second here. It's down here somewhere. Would it be that?
Where would be the fun if it was showing up straight away, would it? Here, have some music. Come on. We're all, look at this, a minute in, and we're already got the elevator music going.
There we go. There we go. We're good.
Ah, right. I need a record scratch.
We're good to go.
There you go.
How's everyone doing this fine Saturday afternoon, evening? Hope you're all doing great. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the chat on my phone. Maybe this is the only way that I'll ever be able to see it. Dun, 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 dun.
No, Lucci says, I see man boobs. No, you don't tempt him. Don't tempt him to take that top off because he's ripped. It's not moobs, he's ripped. And he'll show it off. He'll just show it off shamelessly like the hussy that he is.
No shirts are coming off and no man boobs are being displayed. Okay,
show
where
his
the
buttons.
heck are we here? I know we're on here somewhere. My channel. There we go. My channel. I got to figure out how to make it so that my phone doesn't shut off in like 12 seconds. There we go. Lucci's like, oh God, no, leave it on.
No, leave it on.
All right, I'm leaving it on. Ladies and gentlemen, as you saw from the thumbnail, that thumbnail right there, I found a planetary nebula, and I'm flying towards it. Kind of, sort of. We're still about 1,000 light years away.
Incredible.
Yes.
So you don't need.
Dun,
You need
dun,
that later.
dun.
We'll save that for when you're a little bit nearer.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do is I'm even going to go fastest routes, and I'm going to turn on the jet cone boost just so we can get there even quicker.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's dedication right there.
18 jumps. Yeah, I'm skipping 1,000 light years of the slowest possible jumping. I'm turning this to fastest possible jumping so we can get there, which we'll do. We'll do it. We'll get there. We'll go check it out because I'm hoping, as you guys have said in the past.
I'd say big whoop, but I just drove 5,500 light years to get the next waypoint just before the show. So I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed, mate.
Hold on. Sponsor list is showing. Oops. Why is that showing up?
Why not?
Oh,
There's the sponsors. Let's have the sponsors.
yeah,
Hey, read them out.
They are
Read
the
them out. What are
sponsors.
they?
Oh God, we're not going to do that right now. Here, let's make sure that I didn't screw up something and fly into a star. Make sure my POTUS is still controlling. Yeah, okay, we're good here. I think I'm going to turn the game sound down because I'm playing with an audience now, and nobody needs to hear all blasting frameshift drive sounds. There we go. Back to game, and bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so since I've cut this down to only 18 jumps, well, actually it'll be a few more because 18 jumps is just going to get me the distance I was. There's like 200 light years after that from the 18 jumps. But since it's down to 18 jumps, I am still going to scan along the way, which is what I've been doing. But I will tell you that I've limited my scans now to high metal content, metal, and rocky bodies, because those are the ones that pay out the most, apparently. And this is, you know, here's a system, of course, that has all high metal content in it. So
Unicato, they're like pebbles, not candy floss at Unicato. So there you go.
Oh, this is great. There's so many HMCs in here. Now, of course, what I am doing is I'm surface scanning anything that's terraformable. I was just saying that to Grey Test right before we started the show, that those are the ones that pay the most, obviously, so it's well worth going and surface scanning them, because you're getting like upwards of 1 million credits for each one of those.
Terrifying. As it should be. Oh, yes.
Yes, it should be terrifying. I mean,
should
it's
have done
about
from day
time
one.
we make some money, right?
It is. I mean, that was what I wanted
Back
in
there.
Frontier Elite 2 right from the start, when you could go out just to the unknown planets and you could land on all the Earth-likes and just green with some pine trees on, but it didn't matter. You could land on them, and I sort of wrote them down in a book, and I thought one day we'll have a game where you can take these and you can sell them to a corporation that can terraform them.
Well, you know,
it should be worth big money.
Here
we are, finally.
When I first set off on this exploration journey, as some of you who would have watched my videos at the very beginning would know, the goal of this exploration journey was to find terraformable planets. That was exactly what I had set off to do. Oh, look at this. We got 3 terraformable HMCs right there, so that's perfect. We'll go check these out. Now, what's really nice about the orrery is that now you can kind of you can map out which ones you want to go see first. So here's what I've been doing is I come over here, I see, okay, that's put this on. We go terraformable, so I bookmark that, and then I bookmark the 3 terraformable ones. Those 2 are binary, so that's perfect. I don't have to bookmark all 3 of them. Right. And then you come over to the orrery view, and you can see your bookmarks, you can see where you are, and then you can just kind of gauge like which is the first one you want to go to, and then map out the order. Oh. Which makes
I've never used it. Never used it.
And you leave a beautiful trail of incredibly many bookmarks on the galaxy map.
No, I
think
delete them.
Josh is of it. Yeah,
I delete them after.
Mind to delete them as he goes.
Yeah.
These are temporary placeholders. Very good. You know, I'd never actually thought of using bookmarks for that, but that's really quite a smart thing to do.
It's the only good thing I found for bookmarks so far, outside of bookmarking, obviously, you know, special things that you find out in the galaxy. Yeah. Which I've got a few of those bookmarked, and those ones I haven't removed. Those I could probably go and clean up, but just for planning out your route within a solar system or a star system, I suppose, it certainly does help for plotting which planets you want to go visit and in what order, because it makes them pop up right on the orrery view, and you can see which one's closest and which one you should head to next. So yeah, love it. Been loving it.
Oh,
and we'll continue to love it.
Midkiff in chat there. Next episode, I've got the audio sorted, so it's in production. Yeah, because I have a special guest on it, so I've got the audio sorted for it finally now. So it's a case of putting it all together and getting some lip syncing sorted. It shouldn't be too much longer. He says.
Who's the special guest?
Crossed. I'm not going to say. I could actually.
You could.
If people want to know. If people want to know.
I want to know.
It's actually Commander Plato. I've got Commander Plato.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Little exclusive for you there, folks.
Can we say what's he? Who is he in the episode? Is he playing himself?
Yeah, he's playing himself. The Ploid.
The Ploid.
Wait. Okay, he's playing himself.
Commander Plater,
not with himself.
The Ploid.
No, he's not playing with himself.
No, he's deployed.
He's deployed.
He is. So yeah.
All right.
Deployed.
He is deployed.
Very much.
All right.
Oh. Don't say that name; we'll kill you.
Here we go.
Yes, hail deployed, Theo. Quite right.
I am super excited. I gotta say, I'm super excited to actually. This is going to be the first planetary nebula / anything of notable interest that I've seen in thousands of light years. Literally thousands. Why won't my phone turn? Damn it. Turn sideways. There we go. Hail deployed.
You're like a mosquito flying to the buzz light.
Theo Bauer says, me always wanted to terraform Thargoids. Yeah, well, guess you could make them into great fertilizer.
Wait, wouldn't that be human forming?
Humiform.
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 what they do be Tharga forming, probably. I don't know. But I found an ammonia world earlier today, actually, that was weird, because I haven't had a proper look at one of the decent atmospheric ones since the last graphic sweep that we had the update. And they look like Earth-like worlds that someone's just changed the colours on, which is quite creepy, because they've got like weather systems, clouds, hurricanes, like we normally have there, but you can see details and things on the continents, so they look like they're brown seas. It's like an Earth-like
on the
world
Earth-likes?
gone weird. But that's an ammonia world looking
ammonia.
exactly like an Earth-like. Yeah,
Oh,
creepy.
Interesting. Okay, so I've also started realizing that in order to increase efficiency on the surface scans, you can actually do them from a fair distance, so you don't have to get stuck in the gravity wells.
What I do is I approach the planet at 0.7 second speeds, whatever, and as soon as it turns from too far away to too fast, I hit the brakes and go into probe scanning mode and just launch them as soon as I can.
Because you can zoom in and out a little in the probe launch screen.
Oh,
so
really? You know, I didn't even realize that.
just a little.
I don't know if I have it
Well,
set up to do that.
I only found it out recently because it's on the throttle on the joystick. I've got it set everything, and it seems to work with that.
No, I
Not
may
much.
have approached this one
Just
a
a little.
little bit too fast. Oh, yes, I did. Damn it. All it takes is just one tiny little tip of the damn HOTUS, and you're zipping past the planet. Oh, well.
What? And you're compelling me to play this.
Shame. Shame.
Tato, like
Shame Tato.
you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know for sure. He wouldn't be flying around scanning planets
What?
if he found notable stellar phenomena.
Oh, of course I wouldn't. I'd be
He'd
checking
be
out
bouncing in his chair, probably.
I would be. I'd be super excited. I wish they would fix this glitch, though. You know, there's a couple things.
That one.
There's a couple things that I would absolutely love to have fixed in this game. One is this weird surface scanning glitch where sometimes you just approach a planet and it's like, this planet looks like it's already been scanned thing. Two
Yeah, had that
is
too.
the time it takes to scan the planet when you're in the FSS and tell you whether there's geological or biological.
Oh my
on
God,
it. Like,
yes.
what the hell? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I mean, that doesn't even give you any data that you can scale, because that value is in the surface scan, and that's instantly finished. But if you personally want to know if there's just geological sites on there, or maybe even something, biological, something
Maybe.
extra special, you have to wait for, like, I don't know, like 30 seconds plus?
Oh my
It's
God.
up to a minute sometimes.
You know-
it's ridiculous.
Feels the same as the old
I
DSS.
would not mind if it was on HMCs or Earth-like worlds or something, but when I want to find biologicals, and this is what I do, is I'm scanning ice worlds and I'm scanning rocky worlds because I'm hoping that one of them is going to pop up with a biological. The purpose of which, and I'll get back to my topic, is that I am trying desperately to find out what the hell the damn sound is that one of those planets makes, because the last time I found a biological, which was on the stream, I didn't bother to listen to the sound. So I'm hoping that I don't.
found one the other day and I forgot to listen.
Oh, I
Tato is asking if that time is artificial or if it's to generate it. I don't know. That would be a very interesting question to have answered by FDev. If that time is actually needed to create those
generate
geological
them.
sites server side and then deliver them,
I don't
because
know.
you're the first person to scan it.
It does seem to take
Or-
longer. You've got nearing 50 geologicals. It does take
Exactly. So it
it's got
might
3 or
actually
4.
be the time it just takes to generate. But
To
oh my
generate.
god, that there has to be a better solution then, because it's just
Sure.
taking so long sometimes.
Oh,
And
it's
if it's
so damn
if
long.
it's artificial, that's even worse. Because why would they put an artificial just waiting time in there? That's no fun gameplay at all.
no, it's not fun at all. You waste so much time.
Yeah.
And when, like, let's say you do want to. Let's say it didn't even matter about the biologicals. Let's say you just want to get a full scan and you want to make sure you get all the details of the planet. It doesn't pop up. If you zoom away from the planet and then zoom back in 30 seconds later, it still says scanning. It's like you have to stay on it for it to complete, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Generate.
I do not know what
Damn
that
it.
is. Also, Tato, didn't you have like a very interesting interaction with one of these planets on your stream?
I did, yeah.
I saw you freaking out when the planet was talking to you.
I do.
What was that all about?
It's the speak to me worlds.
Depet and Ella is saying the sounds is very loud.
Yeah, and Giz is reminding you nicely that you've forgotten about your chili chip challenge, your one chip challenge, haven't you?
I didn't forget about it. I developed stomach ulcers and had to go in for a colonoscopy, remember?
Well, that's a feeble excuse. Honestly.
I know. I mean, I guess I could go and get another camera shoved up my butt. Like, no big deal, right? Sure. Sure. That was a fun experience. I wouldn't mind repeating that for a chip challenge.
I get the missus to do it. She'll probably just eat it and say, so what?
Yeah, she probably wouldn't care. She'd just be like, that's hot? No, that's not hot.
Yeah, it's supposed to be hot. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Couple water worlds and an ammonia world. Very interesting. We've got a cool system here. Okay. And of course, they're going to be at this star a million miles away, right?
Wow.
Okay, let's get the asteroids out of the way first. I hate when the asteroids are always in the way. Okay, this is a very messy system. 31 bodies. All right, let's figure out what we got here. HMC. We've got some HMCs. Let's get these ones out of the way. Okay, so yeah, can you let us know which sounds were very loud? Were you talking about the sounds when there's a biological on a planet that's really loud, or were you talking about the game sounds right now on the stream that's really loud?
Next time you find a geological or biological planet, you know, when it keeps scanning, let that scan finish, and in the meanwhile, listen. Just listen to the sounds it makes. Maybe you'll have to crank it up, but you'll hear it.
Every single time I listen to them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
well, do it once. It works with every single planet that has geological or biological.
I haven't found a biological yet, so I don't know if biological.
It doesn't matter.
It's the same as geological?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
that's what Tato says.
Oh no! Why? That's terrible. That's so stupid. That's horrible. Biological should have a completely different sound than geological. Oh.
Can we get a boo for that?
Ooh. Oh.
Thank you, studio audience.
Because this is the sound here. Shh, quiet on the set. My game sounds are down, but this is what it sounds like. No, that's a non-geological. Sorry, don't listen to me. Here, this is the water world. Now I figured I should turn the game sounds up for this one, but I don't know if that water world has life on it, and I'm probably gonna have to move away from this star if I'm gonna get whatever's behind there. But anyhow, I thought that the geological would for sure have a different sound than the biological. That's ridiculous. If someone in the audience can find or happens to be near a planet with biological and can just go and record it and put it in the bro bar, please, you would save us all a ton of time here. Let's get rid of these asteroids.
Tato says B1 was a geological.
B1 here?
Yeah, in that system.
We'll take a look. I'm sure we'll find
and
it
listen.
geological.
Crank the sound up and listen to it. I actually want to hear it too.
There's our ammonia world. I don't know how far away it is, but yeah, for sure I will. Let's see what else we got here. Some ice planets, probably. Want to get these out of the way. See if I can find another one while we're here. There's the other water world. Okay, the water world's only 5,000 light seconds away, so we can get all of those. May as well.
Well, I'm parked next door to an Earth-like world right now.
The Earth-like world actually has a little
In
bit
a
of a different
dock.
sound to it as well.
I am. I'm parked in the open secret station.
It's not much of a secret. I saw it on Reddit and I got really excited,
Yeah,
and then I checked it out and I'm
exactly.
8,000 light years away from it, and I was like, oh man, 8,000 light years in the wrong direction.
Well, come on. I was 5.5 from it this morning. I made it.
I can show where it is on the galaxy map. For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, there is now a station in the middle of the galaxy. It's literally...
You can call it a station if you like.
Well, it's basic services, right?
Yeah, it has some services. It has some services to it.
What I understand is
Hey!
it has
Want to play this in chat?
mining equipment, if I'm not mistaken.
It has outfitting, but I didn't bother looking. But yes, it
There it
will
is.
have a lot of mining equipment for the next CG. Because
Well, I guess
they
they're gonna need it if
want
they're
us,
gonna
want us to
expand
build
it.
the rest of it.
Yeah,
because
that's it,
there's not
right?
much there at the moment. It's just like a bulb with a little stick on the back. There's not much to it. It's you can dock there. That's about all.
So you could just dock there, but
Yeah.
if you want, you can
Explorers
equip some mining stuff.
anchorage.
I think there was a Reddit post that actually showed exactly what type of mining equipment you can get from it. I didn't actually check it out myself.
I could pop it and look, but
Yeah, we could pop in and look. Maybe
stuff like
maybe once I get to this planetary nebula, if there's no notable stellar phenomenon, we can multi-crew in on there and take a look at it. That could be
only if you're
interesting.
not in open, because I am not popping anywhere like that in open. Thank you. The
Well-
galaxy has enough a-holes in it.
I am in open. It actually,
Is that a new type of stellar phenomena, Turgeon?
an a-hole?
No, unfortunately, they've been in the game for as long as the game's existed.
Oh, I thought it might be. Sorry.
And you don't need horizons in order to see them.
No, you don't.
They're just all over the place. It's amazing.
Dave, it does have large landing pads because it's actually it's an Ocellus. It's a piece of an Ocellus starbase anyway. It's got the bulb section and a couple of little sticks on the back. So, yeah.
Okay, so here let's map this out and
Go to B1 first and listen to it.
oh, B1, right? Okay, B1. Exit.
Also, stay quiet for a while so I can hear it on stream actually with the delay.
ABC1.
Hey, Echo Spart.
B1. Oh yeah, here. I'll turn up the game sounds. Hang on one sec. It just kind of sounds like bubbling with a little bit of like a hissing in the background. Yeah. So the bubbling sound is what always kind of gives away the geological, at least in my experience. It's kind of like this cauldron sort of water boiling, and then that chatter that you hear in the back sounds like radio static.
Listen
almost.
to it. Shh.
I've listened to it a million times. Sounds like Thargoids talking to each other. All right, so that's it. I haven't heard what biological sounds like, if there's any difference, so that's what I want to confirm, but I haven't been able to find a damn biological sense. Of course. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to map this out so we can go surface scan a few of these, because there's quite a few. We've
And
got...
you in particular, Blythe.
Oh, we've got a terraforming candidate here as well, and water world, and an ammonia world, and another water world. Okay. None of these ones, please. Nothing. Okay, good. So there we go. We got 4 planets to go scan here. These systems are going to be worth a fortune, though, when we go back. Oh my god. And maybe while I do the 5,000 light second flight out to that water world and ammonia world, I'll show where this new starbase is on the galaxy map. It's really not that hard to find. Making click noises. Check, check. Sound check.
Hmm?
Yep. Good.
What?
Hmm?
Hey,
Yep.
what?
Oh. Oh.
What?
All right.
Hey, what?
Everyone's still here. All right.
No, we
Parrots
just
call
won't
to your
listen to
baby
you.
face.
What's that? What about my
Oxley, have
baby
you not seen him for a while?
Holy baby face, Hawk.
Seen you for beardy face.
It's my work face. It's my work face.
And his work voice as well. He turned
Yeah,
on
Alan
the fly
just says,
again.
It's a soup dragon. It is. It's a soup dragon. You get to one of these planets and there's a soup
fry.
dragon.
Oh my god, I haven't heard vocal fry in ages. Nobody said that.
And now you can hear it live on the Brocast.
This is a very dark water world over here. I can't even see it on the screen right now, but I know it's in front of me. Alright, let's scan it. Oh, it's not a water world, that's why. This is
Have you like stuck your microphone down your throat now, or what is going on?
What?
You sound different now, suddenly.
I do? Maybe it has to do with the clicking I just heard. I'm telling you, my microphone just did something weird. It's me.
Stop taking the piss.
I will take the piss anytime I need to, okay?
It's my show. I'll take the piss.
I
Okay,
like to
okay.
take the piss.
Go ahead. Take the piss.
What does that mean exactly? Taking the piss is such a weird expression.
I don't know. I don't know where it
Does
came
that mean
from.
like joking with you, taking the piss?
It is, yeah.
That's
But I
what
don't
it
know where
means.
it came from.
Just joking with you. Okay. That is a very
Yeah, but
very
a laugh,
strange
mate.
expression. Having a laugh. All right, let's fly on over and get this water world. Technically, it is in Sag A next to Sag A star. Yeah, it is. We'll show it in a second. Like you just eat a funny mushroom you found on the side of the road. I'm not even sure what Oktantide is referring to.
No, he sounds like he just took a breath of that very heavy gas that makes your voice sound deeper.
Yeah. Like anti-helium.
Oh
Yeah,
my
the
God.
fluoride.
Hexafluoride or something.
Yeah, whichever. Yeah.
That is so weird that you guys bring that up. When I was traveling last week, I fell asleep with the TV on in the hotel, and when I woke up, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and The Big Bang Theory was on. And it was this scene where they were breathing in that gas, and I was like, is that real? Like, is it the opposite of healing? I never even knew that you could do that. So I wanted to look it up, but I was too tired. I fell back asleep, and you guys are now mentioning it a few days later. Like, what the hell?
Mhm.
So there is actually a gas that you can inhale that makes your voice sound deeper.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrifying. I wonder what my voice would sound like deeper.
Well, just listen to the stream right now.
Is it doing it like
Yeah.
constantly?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm not kidding.
Oh,
you do
Yeah,
sound
just
different
hold
right
on.
now.
Straight.
Hold on. I'm gonna put the
Hear it.
stream on and listen to it.
It's like me going full Gwydion on you.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have to be quiet for a second though, because we're gonna hear double talking. Well, we have to be quiet for a second though, because we're gonna hear double talking. Oh my god! What the hell?
Yeah, that's right, Lucci.
Kinda cool.
Tetrahexa vocal fry.
That's so bizarre. What the hell is going on?
Paroxysm said you have to quickly unplug the USB cable from the back of the Yeti and plug it back in.
Oh
That might-
no. No.
Or just leave it like that.
Yeah, but I think what happened one time when I did that, it cut you guys off too. And
Then
made me
just
have
leave
to
it, it's
restart
funny.
the stream. Okay, well, alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna talk like this for the rest of the stream.
Very white gas.
The Barry White gas. Oh, that is so bizarre. Okay, I don't know why I sound like that. I guess it is a Yeti thing. The microphone clicked. It must have screwed up something. But I'm terrified of unplugging it and plugging it back in, because the last time I did that, we couldn't hear Turgeon and Greytest and maybe even Shibuka at that time on the stream anymore, and I had to like shut the stream down and start it back up. So is it worth it? Nah.
Wow.
Oh, this is a
I don't know,
7 Pro.
We'll just have to. Well, we could either compensate or just go worse.
Yeah, we can just leave it as is.
'Cause I'll just turn this filter on and talk like this for a while instead.
And what am I supposed to do?
You can just be out on your own.
Just push up that chin, Ray test. That's what you can do.
Or if you want to compensate, and if you
Is
if
that
you
any
want to
better?
compensate for yours and make Grey run away.
I'll just turn that one on for a while so that makes a difference. So I talk like this, you talk like that, Grey will run away.
All right, let's plug in this next one over here. So here, we're going to use the bookmarks again and switch over to Aura Review just to see which one of those is closest to us.
That's actually a Myth Lizard King. That makes nearly no difference at all if you stand on your, if you do a
Quite funny,
headstand or
though.
not.
It's
It's funny, but it doesn't make a difference. The effect of you breathing in and, you know, taking a deep breath and breathing out again is like,
Yeah, I mean-
the effect of gravity is nearly negligible.
Yeah,
The
your
effect
lungs-
of
your lungs aren't
thermodynamic
very good
and you
anyway.
breathing in and out is much, much bigger.
Compared to bird lungs, we should all have bird lungs. They're much more efficient.
Okay, what was it
That's
that I
not
was
bad.
going to do while we were traveling this 5,000 light seconds again? I completely forgot. I drew blank.
I've got no idea.
I said I'm going to go check it out when I travel 5,000 light seconds. Somebody here is going to remember what it is that I said that I don't recall. Somebody.
He sounds. Dave says he sounds normal if you turn up the video to 1.25 times speed.
Okay, here. Let's try to do this. I'm going to talk.
You have to talk
I'm going to
slowly.
talk faster and higher pitched and see if we can get my voice correct. Hey everybody,
What?
this is Hawkins talking.
No, that still sounds wrong. No, you actually just have to talk slower. Then people can actually speed up the video on demand, and it sounds perfectly normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens if I talk a little bit slower than normal?
Yeah, I'll just run it through a filter later.
Oh my god, this is gonna be good material. This video.
Sounds like a demented Mickey Mouse, says Adam DeBroke. That's Kermit the Frog.
Echo
Yeah,
says, "Say I'm a real boy."
I'm a
Blake
real
is
boy!
Okay.
Not bad.
The resemblance is uncanny. Oh god, Theo. Come on. What if I talk really low and put on the
Whoa.
vocal fry, baby?
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
What is going on? Oh my god!
That's for Theo Bauer's wife. Oh yeah.
Sorry, Theo. You're gonna have to clean that up.
That's turning on the vocal fry for you right there.
That's impressive.
That's impressive, man.
That is a bit voice jealousy inducing.
Voice jealousy inducing? Is there such a thing as voice jealousy? Come on. Does nobody in chat remember what I said I was going to do? God, are you guys as useless as I am?
Can you be the video announcer for my life? Says Adam DeBrook.
That depends on how interesting your life is.
No, just everybody can be Josh. Just get yourself a voice changer. That's all.
All right, we're getting some suggestions. What you wanted to do: repair or restock, scan
No.
the ammonia world.
No. No, none of those. None of the above.
Yeah, Uchtentide has it right. We're all hypnotized by
Maybe it
the
was
voice.
multi-crewing.
Oh!
You could be multi-crewing in.
No, I remember what it was. And nobody
Explorers.
else did. It was show you guys where the damn space station is near Sajay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm parked in it.
I win.
In my own group. In my own group, I'm parked in it.
Okay, so first you go to Sag. At the center of L Galaxy. Oh yeah, there, Turch is parked at it. Anyhow, if you didn't have a friend parked at it, and this friend icon popping up, next thing you do is just go to Map and change this to Allegiance, which you can see right here. And if you're zoomed in on Sajay Star,
But that's unlikely to be. You've got another friend there.
it pops up
'Cause I'm
like
not.
that
I'm
yellow.
not in open. And if you're in open, that ain't me.
Oh, right. That's
So,
Commander Top Blazer
who is
that's
it?
there.
There you are. You see?
Top Blazer. All right. Okay,
That's
so
where we're not supposed to be yet. But we're
that's
there,
how you
aren't we?
find where the station. What do you mean you're not supposed to be there yet?
Well, you know, it's
No,
the
I
next
don't
way.
know. Oh, it's the next
It's the next
waypoint.
waypoint.
That's why you're not supposed to be
Technically.
there. Okay,
Technically.
gotcha.
And haven't announced it, but we all know it's there.
Yeah.
It's, you know, how can you not? It's got like a population on the system of 750,000. They just turned up overnight. 750,000 people. Nobody knows about it. Yeah, of course. People know.
Magic.
750,000 people just traveled to, you know, the biggest expedition in history goes out, and there's only like, what, a couple thousand people on it, and yet there's 750,000 people in, in the damn
Well,
center.
we've actually got what 13,000 explorers out there.
They were all part of the ship of the station build. They just got constructed with the station.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Must be.
I don't know. You said that you'd have to have an AI and sentience and rights and things and all that, which you can't have in this galaxy. So they're real people. They could have been cloned by the Empire, I suppose, if they still do that.
Cloned
not
by
supposed
the
to.
Empire.
Oh yeah. The Empire used to use biological weapons a lot. Yeah, but
You can check those numbers on Steam, Shinzamoon. I mean, it's not the whole player base of Elite plays over Steam, but it'll give you at least an indication. You can probably add another 50 to 100% to that number, and then you'll have the actual number of how many people are playing Elite concurrently. But the total number of players is probably in the 100,000s, I would guess.
I have no idea.
But the concurrent active ones, I would guess, is around 20 to 30,000 ish.
Yeah,
Not
kind of like tanks from Space
though,
Above
is
and
it?
Beyond, Commander P.
I think it's like
something
15
that.
to 20,000, if I'm not mistaken. Because I was checking stats on games the other day. I wanted to see how many people were playing Scum, and how many people were playing DayZ, and like Fortnite. Oh my god, what a...
Where did you check that?
That was a few weeks ago I was looking at that.
Yeah, but keep in mind that people who don't play Elite over Steam, but just over the launcher itself, will not show up in that statistic.
Like me, I've never installed it on Steam.
Exactly.
Yep, one of mine is
So-
on Steam. One of my copies of the game is on Steam. Yeah.
Neither one of
But
them.
yeah, just of course it depends on if there's been an update recently or which weekday it even. But it must hover around the 20,000-ish mark, and right now with the Distant Worlds expedition going on, I think it's a bit higher than usual because 14,000 or 13,000 people signed up for that.
Oh, you know what? Here, instead of talking about the hot chip challenge, we could do something else. Here's another thing we could do. We could even do it right now. Even Greatest Turgent can participate in this if they'd like to. Why don't we do an Ask Me Anything?
Wait, you're saying they can just ask us anything and we have to answer that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to
You do
within,
know we're...
within reasonable limits, of course.
I was gonna say, you do know we're on the internet here, right?
Within reasonable limits. We'll keep it clean and family friendly as the show usually is. But yeah, there we go. How's that sound? You down for that, Gray Turgent?
Sure. I'm curious what you guys are gonna ask, because I would have no clue what people would want to know about me.
There you go. So if you have a question for either Gray, well, Turgent didn't say yes to it, but we'll assume that he's going to do it anyhow.
Maybe.
Maybe. If you have a question for Greatest Turgent or myself, feel free to ask us anything you'd like.
Ablative is hitting right home there.
Okay, read out the question.
I'm going to ask about Josh's fluffer job.
We've talked about that before.
Ages ago, yeah, a bit.
Ages ago. It was ages ago.
Now, Adam's question there. When the Brocast will make the greatest looking fern?
What?
Well, there's only one that's the greatest looking anything.
That's Tajana, of course. she'd be the greatest looking fern. Of course she would.
What's the difference between an eagle, falcon, and a hawk? That's
come on, that's what viewers
That is
do.
a good question, you know, and that's probably something I should know, considering my mom's like a birder. But I mean, I think that's not really a question that falls into like my area of expertise either. So maybe we could ask questions. I mean, like I said, I can answer it if I can. That's not really a question I can answer.
Well, there's no law says you have to answer sensibly. Just
I
asking.
think-
You can say what you like.
Well, I mean, it's like, what's the difference between a terrier, a bulldog, and a Shih Tzu? You know, they're
pretty much.
just a
It's just
different breed of bird.
Yep.
That's all it is, as far as I know. They're all birds of prey, mind you.
Who does the voice for my sister character? My sister. No, you know who does the voice for my sister character?
Because she's sitting right here next to me all the time. In my head.
So what you guys don't know is that that's actually Turgeon's real voice, and that the voice you hear most of the time is him using voice synthesizer.
Busted. That's right.
That's right.
For 3 years, I've been using a male voice filter.
The Pat and Alice
This is what I
asked,
really sound like.
would you guys see yourself playing Elite in a decade? Now, there's a question.
Ooh, with some
see why not.
graphics overhauls? Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, I think in a decade. Well, that's assuming Turgeon and myself are still alive.
Yeah. we're sitting in wicker chairs
Well, I mean-
on the porch with the tartan blanket over our legs, but we're playing it.
I mean, there are several aspects to this question, because who knows how our lives are going to look in 10 years? You know, what the situation will be if I will still be able to play games. I mean, I certainly hope to, because I love playing games and I want to keep that as a hobby. But who knows if my future occupation will include a lot of traveling and I will hardly be at home. So we cannot tell for sure. And
No,
of course, if you look at it from the game's perspective,
Will the game be around?
I can see the potential. I mean, Elite certainly has the potential to be that long-living or that long-lasting,
If
but
it's
they
still
would
around,
certainly
I'll
have
still
to, excuse the pun, up their game quite a bit to keep pace with all the other stuff that's in development and coming out. I mean, 10 years is a long time. There might stuff be not even thought about yet that will be done and dusted
absolutely.
in 10 years. So.
And
But
maybe Star Citizen will have released 10 years from now.
No, that's unlikely.
Maybe. That's less likely.
I said
But
baby.
The rate
okay?
I'm falling behind with my ideas, it'll be 10 years before I can catch up with my videos, so I'll still be at it. Yeah, Luke says, is the naked picture of Turjana made public yet, or can you enjoy it? You can keep enjoying that one, because you're the owner
Naked
of that
picture of
photograph.
Turjana? Oh my
Yeah,
God. Who
maybe, possibly.
Who did that?
It might possibly exist. I'm not going to confirm it or deny it, but yeah.
Starlost is asking,
Luke does have some knowledge about it.
Is there a third-party app for new commanders to use that helps track your progress in the game? You actually have several options there.
Yeah.
You can either use a website like Inara, for example. There is API plugin. Yeah, you can track your stats there. You can use stuff like EDDB.
I use
personally,
Captain's Log.
there you go. That's another one. I personally use ED Discovery. That's also a program that logs every single thing that goes into your commander's log. So each time you jump, each time you scan something, everything, each message that you get, and stuff like that can then also be connected to websites like EDSM, for example. You can get nice badges there for achievements. You can track your expeditions on that website. So just check them out. You will find all of those websites on the forum somewhere in the community developers section. And there's a lot of good stuff out there. I can fully recommend that. It does add to the game and is very convenient in places.
Yeah, and in some ways it makes it feel a little bit more immersive as well, because things like Captain's Log give you a really nice visual interface of like the planets that you've scanned in every single system, and it's colorful, it's got like very nice UI. I used to have it set up on my second monitor, and it almost felt like it was a new panel in your spaceship at the same time.
Yeah.
When you're going off on a long exploration bout. So,
Almost like a science station or so.
yeah, exactly. It was. It's a very nice addition if you're looking for a third-party app. I recommend it. Ah, neutron star. All right. We got any other questions in there?
Currently reading.
Oh, hey, what's this? Is it a gas giant or a water world? It's like right on the cusp of the scanning point there. Let's find out. Gas giant or water world?
Oh, it'll probably be a water giant. That'll be annoying. I found a few of those. They're just on the edge, and you go, "Oh, it's a water world." And you see when it goes, "Water giant."
Interestingly enough, it's not showing up along the plane there. So
Well, look and pay attention, Adam D, because the new scanning system is currently at work on stream, as you can see. So, if I should give you a short rundown, how it works now is your scan doesn't instantly give you all the planets in the system. It will only allow you to display the signatures, and then you will have to go into your, what is it, the FSS?
yeah.
And there you will have to manually track down and zoom in on each of those signatures, and then you can kind of tell what category of planet or object it will be by the frequency of that signal.
Yep.
And yeah, that way you can get the detailed surface. No, is it the surface scan? No, it's the normal scan.
It's the normal scan.
The normal scan of each object.
It's the equivalent of an old DSS, because the mapping mechanic has replaced the old DSS mechanic. But this,
Yeah, exactly.
the FSS basically gives you a system scan that doesn't show you anything, but it lets you know how many signals there are. And then if you look at everything, that's the equivalent of having surface scanned everything under the old system, but you don't get quite as much money for it. And then the third one on top of that is actually going up physically close and mapping something. So, yeah.
Question for you, Josh. Did
No.
you remember
It's
to
fun when
turn
it's
the
not
light
on the
in the
edge.
kitchen off before you set off on your trip?
Oh, that's a good question. Hold on a second. Hey, Google, turn off the kitchen lights.
Okay, turning off 5 lights.
Okay. Done.
There you go.
I have 5
Good
lights
one.
in my kitchen, not just one. So.
Picard would probably beg to differ there.
It's nice having Google Home for that, actually.
Yeah, but it does kind of it's pros and cons. I mean, to say the cons are it still gives me a headache, but it does it's slower. It is slower if you're just doing a sort of sweep scan trying to get a look at things. You can't be in and out of a system quite as quick. It's like 50 seconds instead of 35. Yeah, which is annoying if you're traveling long distance.
Adam D says I activated his phone too.
Yeah, that's the thing. That,
Josh, did you do a voiceover for Sexplanations? I don't even know what is Sexplanations.
probably exactly what you think it is. You know, right? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like
This
that
is
other question.
Sexplanations. It's where we explain everything sex related.
How many times have you moved since you set out on your trip?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
I know it's at least once.
It's at least 2.
At least.
No, more than 2. Let's see. When I first set out, oh my goodness, jeez. Where was I living when I first set off? Okay, so I moved 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Oh my god. Well,
Wow.
yeah, but mind you, 2 of them were just mini moves because all my stuff was in a storage locker, but it still was a different house. I was living in a different house.
Where did you move Minnie?
What? Where mini moves? Which mini moves?
If they were mini moves, where did you move mini?
Oh, where did I move
Yeah, where
Mini?
did you leave him? Did you put him in a
I
bag?
may have left him in the storage locker. That's why he sounds so anxious every time he's on. Josh!
Leave me out!
I'm in the storage locker, Josh! Pull me into chat, please! Please! Sorry, Minnie, I'm so sorry I left you behind. It's because you're so small. Oh, Minnie. Knee slapper. No, it actually is a water world detergent. It was literally right on the cusp of being water
It
world
actually
and
was.
water giant.
Excellent.
Yeah. An actual water world in a neutron star system. It's going to be very hard to see, though, because it was like 17,000 light seconds from the neutron star, which God knows if I could even figure out where that is now. Those things get so tiny when you move away from them, so... Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead. Oh, it's a half-decent size one, too. 7 probes. Alright, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4... Come on. Right there. 5, 6, and 7. That ought to do. Okay.
Sinclair, glad that you joined us. And yes, there is something wrong with his mic, but we decided to just go with it.
We're rolling with it. We don't know what the hell the problem is.
We're frying with it.
Yeah. Fry. Fry.
Finally, you witnessed the vocal fry in action.
Yes. This is my real voice now. Genuine vocal fry. Brought to you by Glitches and YouTube.
Yes, Spooky wants you to say this is the voice of the Mr. Ons.
The voice of the... Hold on, let me...
He doesn't know. He's furrin. He's furrin Spooky. He doesn't get it.
This is the voice of the Mysterons? This is the voice of the Mysterons.
It's Captain Scarlet.
I don't even know who
So
that
we
is.
said at the start of every Captain Scarlet episode, you should look him up.
Who's Captain Scarlet? Tell me. Why do I have to look him up? I have you. You're a veritable encyclopedia of UK things.
Because he's Captain Scarlet.
Can you tell me who Captain Scarlet is using your Cockney slang?
No, I can't, because he's not Cockney slang. Captain Scarlet. He's not like a shorthand for anything. No, he's Captain Scarlet. It's a Jerry Anderson series, and he was a character who was indestructible because the Mysterons had killed him once, but the Mysterons had a habit of bringing people back to life and using them as their agents. But in his case, it didn't actually quite work out that way. So he came back to life, but he was just as he was before, and every time you kill him, he just doesn't die, he just keeps coming back. That's who he was, that's Captain Scarlet. And he was part of a team called Spectrum. You see, they all had coloured names.
But more mysteriously, who are the Mysterons?
Who were the Mysterons, indeed?
And do they go home to their Mrs-erons?
They were an alien race,
wow.
and they had a base on the moon that was accidentally blown up by the rather suspiciously named Captain Black, who was the bad guy. And he turned into their primary bad agent, Captain Black.
Let me
He was
guess.
an okay bloke when he was alive.
There was a Captain Mauve as well, and then Captain Orange, and a Captain Cyan.
I think there was a Captain Mo. Yeah. Captain Green was a black guy, which was good. Colonel White did actually have white hair. Captain Blue was Captain Scarlet's sidekick. He was
the good and old simple times, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
I'm not flying between those stars, by the way, just in case anyone's thinking, he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it. No, I'm not.
Nick says, Josh, repeat after me. Yes, Turgeon, I am your father.
Yes, Turgeon, I am your father.
Yes, such a feeling, and I'll go, no! Actually, I put a proper filter on, shouldn't I? Squeaky filter. I should go, no! It's not possible! I should say.
Search your heart, Turgeon. You know it to be true. Or search your feelings. What does he say? Search your feelings?
Search your feelings.
Search your feelings, Turgeon.
You know it to be true.
You know it to be true.
Steve Shaw, Jesus Christ, it's Bob Vader.
Bob Vader.
Bob.
I am your father. Alright. What do we got here? Anything? Ooh, metal
Captain
content.
Beige Ice.
Captain Beige.
Wow.
Captain Beige,
It's like-
yes.
Epic name right there.
There we go. Ooh, a white gas giant.
Well, Captain Grey I can get down with.
Was there a grey? I don't
it's like
know.
Keith says there was.
Maybe I should have called the show Reservoir Captains. System scan complete. Oh, we got something. Something scanning. Maybe we got biologicals. Come on.
Something.
Something biological. Survey says geological. Nope, let's move on then. I should have
So you
refueled
want
there.
that one then?
Yep,
Yes.
that's right.
The survey says.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Never forget Lydia Van Dyke. Don't even know who it is. Scarlet, blue, white, black, green, ochre, magenta, and gray.
Magenta, that's right, yeah.
Steve Shaw says, holy hell, Josh, you can make a mint on voiceovers. You know, my sister is a actress and voice actor, and her husband does voice acting as well, and she's like, you really need to make a demo tape. And I'm like, yeah, I really ought to make a demo tape, and I never do it. I don't know. I'm lazy. I'm a lazy man. Lazy man. I think Turdana should make a demo tape, though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Steve says, can Josh put a fruit pastel in his mouth without chewing it?
Can I what?
Be careful what you wish for, Josh. That type of tape would be a completely different type of tape.
Wait, I gotta read what he said. Could have been
Oh, you put a
fruit.
fruit pastel in your mouth without chewing it. It's
The question.
It's another British thing.
What's a fruit pastel?
It's a small, chewy, sugar-covered sweet, a gum, essentially, that's meant to be chewed in your mouth, essentially. So
A blade of his
it was an ad campaign. I'll find a link and put it in admin for you. Don't worry.
How far away am I from the bubble? Well, I'm moving in the direction of the bubble. I can tell you now how far away from it I am, I suppose. We'll just open the galaxy map and take a look at that. The bubble's that away. Well, here, you can see on the map where I am. Almost halfway. Well, I'm about a third of the way back from the core right now. So about 2/3. Light years wise, 18,000 light years. And normally I travel in economic jumping mode, so it will take me a very long time still. Today I'm actually jumping in speedy mode because I still have to go another 7 or 10 jumps or so before I reach the planetary nebula, which I found the other day, and I want to get there. So we're gonna go there, check it out, see what we find. Maybe find some notable something.
No, Sinclair, he's technically not that far away from Distant Worlds 2. Technically.
I think we're actually pretty close right now, because I'm also south of the core a few thousand light years at waypoint. What is it, 6 now?
6, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I was. That's where I was this morning. So
Wait, what's that sector called? You're in Derphard?
Derphard.
The system I'm in right now?
Yeah,
What's that sector called? Derphard?
Overd.
It's Depardieu.
Depardieu. I'm in the French sector. The food here is delicious. Overd. Oephaird.
No, so it's not Gerard Depardieu system then. Earthheart.
Nick says it sounds like my batteries are running fine. Yeah, so for anyone joining in right now, first of all, welcome to the Brocast. My name is Commander Josh Hawkins. This is not my real voice. I'm joined by Commanders Greatest
Hello, Nium.
and Turgis Starstone.
Hello there.
The Brocast is the longest running show, longest running live stream right now in the history of Elite Dangerous Universe, as far as I know. I don't think any other. Don't think any
Except
other.
Live Radio, but then they don't count because they just do podcasts.
We were on before Live Radio. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So there.
Yeah. So if you're just joining for the first time, which is very unlikely, welcome to the show, and we're on every Saturday at 3 p.m. If you're not just joining on and you've been here for a while, then welcome to you too, and thanks for sticking around. For those of you who are wondering why my voice sounds kind of funny right now, it's because something glitched out, and I don't know why it's doing it, but there we go. It's glitched, and we're dealing with it.
It's the hormone. It's because the hormones are kicking in. That's what it is.
Yes, it's the male hormones. I've been trying to make this transition for a long time. Finally, it's working.
Because she used to sound like Turjana, and
Yes.
then you started taking the hormones.
What was the sector name? Oferd, right?
Oferd.
Yes.
Oferd. You're
Oferd.
actually already significantly south of me. I think I'm a bit higher in the galactic disk, but I'm almost halfway between you and the core. You're coming up to 2 nebulas right there.
I know, I'm very close to nebulas right now. I know there are nebula nearby. Oh, and there's actually a bunch of planets in the system, this neutron star system. I want to check this out. What do we got? Rockies and gas giants. Nothing specials. It's just going to be a bunch of gas giants here. Let's check them out anyhow, because it's a neutron star system, so... Whoa! First discovered by Mikolakurskij. It's like Rumpelstiltskin. I just found a system that somebody's been to before. See, this is how you know you're getting back close to the bubble. I'm 18,000 light years away, and I'm...
Not necessarily, because you're not that far off the pit stops near Colonia.
And you know what? I'm taking the neutron star route, which means I'm most likely going to bump into planets that people found. But that's so bizarre. I haven't seen a first discovered by in I don't even know how long. Like, holy crap. That's
Star density does do that, yeah. Because you were a little bit high, weren't you? And you're dropping down a little, so you'll start hitting them now.
That's
particularly when you get into the neutron ring.
Surprising, to say the least. I haven't seen discovered by ages.
Yeah, Thudfucker's quite right. You're near waypoint 6, so there's plenty of hull seals around if you want that 40% fixed, but he doesn't. He doesn't want his 40% fixed.
What the hell is a hull seal?
It's like a fuel rat, except for your hull.
Oh, you mean there's just like people kicking around and...
Yeah, there are people kicking around.
Fixing people's ships?
With repair limpets, yep. They go out and repair your ship if you have one ding too many when you're canyon racing when drunk.
The Hawk wears those 40% with pride.
That's right. Oh, look at this. That's cool looking. It's like a green planet because of the neutron star light. God, I feel so violated that someone's discovered this system already, though. Damn you, Mikolakurskij.
Is that the planetary nebula system you're in now?
No, it's
not.
Then
figure your chances that this one is discovered as well.
If it's further south, yeah, because you're dropping south off the top of the bubble, so that one will be nabbed.
No, I'm sure it's going. It's not like I'm going there expecting that it's not going to be discovered. It's just, it's going to be the first anything that I've seen in thousands of light years, tens of thousands of light years.
And who knows, you might still have a chance of finding some notables there that nobody else has found.
That's it. Maybe someone discovered it already, but there was no notables at the time, so you never know.
Hey Josh, what's your favorite breakfast food? Asks Adam D.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm a big fan of Shreddy's cereal. But I mean,
good choice.
If it's just like regular breakfast, I mean, eggs over easy, bacon and potatoes. You know, that's my go-to breakfast. But if I am stocking cereal, then it's definitely Shreddy's. What about you guys?
I nearly never make it, but I love pancakes.
I like Shreddy's. Shreddies. Yourself malted Shreddies.
when I'm traveling, I tend to eat breakfast. When I'm at home, it's just coffee in the morning. Honestly, I very rarely ever make breakfast at home. I had fish for
Same
breakfast
for me.
this morning, actually. That's
Interesting.
yeah. Well, when you're married to a Vietnamese woman, it's a pretty typical breakfast for Vietnamese people. Believe it or
Cool.
not. Fish in the morning. That's a thing. They don't have like breakfast like we do. It's weird. Like eggs and bacon isn't exactly a breakfast thing, which is not that uncommon actually. When I was in the Caribbean, like in Martinique and Guadeloupe and St. Vincent and Lucia, they don't eat eggs and bacon either. In fact, it took a lot of looking around to find a place that had breakfast, what we would consider breakfast here. They eat like a eel sandwich. You know, it's literally it's like well, like Vietnamese, they call it banh mi, but in the Caribbean, it's the same thing. It's just a sandwich with like eel in it. It's pretty tasty, mind you. Eel's really delicious. I'm a big fan of the eel. There we go. All right, let's scan all of these.
Water danger noodles.
Water danger noodles? I don't even know what that is. What's water danger noodles?
Well, it's the opposite of land-based danger noodles.
Oh, eels are water danger noodles. I get it.
Yep.
Because they're like noodles and they're dangerous and they're in the water. Gotcha. Water danger noodles. All right, one more. Bingo.
System scan complete.
What do we got? Anything terraformable? Nope, didn't want galaxy map. Don't want it. System map. Let's see what we got here. Nope. Oh, yeah, we got a terraforming candidate right here. 499 light seconds away. Ooh, and it's moon too. Awesome. Perfect. All right. Love it when they're right close to each other like that. That's the best pair up for terraformable planets. Close and orbiting each other. Right.
Close and personal.
Up close and personal. That says my favorite is American Murder Log. What the hell? Oh, would that be like an alligator? An American
No
Murder
clue.
Log?
Shinzu Moon, it actually says on the system map, when you go to the second tab and you hover over the planet in question, it will say if it's a candidate for terraforming or not.
Yeah. Here, I'll pull that up once I travel a few more light seconds and just kind of show how that works. Because those are the planets that you want to perform a surface scan on, are the terraforming candidates. They will pay out oodles of credits. Oodles and oodles of credits. Once we get a little closer to this one here, we'll show you what those oodles, how you determine whether it's an oodleable planet. There's its little terraformable moon as well. One day, people might live on this planet, thanks to me. Okay, so if we look at the system map, you will see, you go over here under the details, and then you select your planet. It says this, the body is a candidate for terraforming. So if you see that, go and surface scan it, because you will make a lot of money. This one is a Sen prober.
Even more so if it's a water world. Those can also be terraformable and they pay the most. And the only ones that pay even more than that is the Earth-like worlds themselves. And I think ammonia worlds maybe as well, but I don't. Can ammonia worlds be terraformable?
No, not that I've seen.
But ammonia worlds pay well as well. So
they do. Anything with life on it pays better than not. I think even gas giants with life in are a little bit more, but certainly not anything like a rocky world. But yeah, the ammonias should say Thargoformable. Then we'd know.
Thargoformable.
We could turn the data into the Thargoids and get paid or something. I don't know. It'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I'm sure they would appreciate that too.
Interesting god flashes you're having there.
Yeah, that was a little weird. It's give me a bit of an eyesore ache.
Yeah, that's not good for people with eyes like ours.
Neat. Good.
That was a probe artifact. Ugh.
Yeah, it was.
Adam D asks, what are the payouts for exploration like now? Ridiculous?
Yeah.
They're what they should have been. They're what they should have been at the outset, actually, in my opinion.
Which unfortunately,
it's worth the time now.
I turned in one system at one of the recent waypoints, and that one system was worth 11 million on its own. I've heard people having systems that are 13, 14 million. They're rare, but you can.
Oh, look. Look.
If it has terraformables and Earth-like, then you can quite easily make 10, 11 million off one system. That's what it should have been like from the start.
It's the universe cube corner.
Yeah, I had that as well.
Another thing.
Do you know,
89%?
89% is the bane of mapping, isn't it? It's as notable a number as your 40% hull is 89%. I found one just on the way out today, and I thought, all right, I'm going to test this just for a laugh to see what happens. And it was a six probe one, and I've got pimped probes that are like 40% extra. So
probes.
Yeah, I've got pimped probes. Yeah,
pimp my probe.
They cover 40% more surface area than yours, near. So I did these perfectly on the little arc of the poles of the planet, where the little cross line is, and I put 4 out, bop 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 at each 4 of the corners, and so I was looking at a perfect square right in front of me.
No, you didn't.
Oh no!
No, you didn't.
What?
39%.
No, you didn't.
I'm afraid you're going to need some hull repairs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the broadcast. This was the last show we will ever have. I'm very sorry.
It's the end of the world. The end of the universe. We'll call the hull heels out for you.
You know what? Screw it. I'm flying into the star. Blowing myself up. Self-destruct.
Oh, wow.
Game over, man. It's game over. Oh no.
We can get you the hull seals. In fact, I can make it into a Turgeon's Travels episode if you want, because they're interested in having a go. So
I can't believe
you can be on Turgeon's Travels, getting your hull repaired if you want. We can do it for you.
How did that even happen? I wasn't even that close. It's just not fair.
Well, good luck getting away from it without overheating to the point where you put on another point of damage.
Uh-huh.
Well, I can do that.
It's Nuke. It's just one of these things. When you're out in the black for that length of time, sooner or later you're gonna screw up. It happens. It invariably happens. Anyone will tell you that's been out there too long.
Damn it.
But yeah, we can rebuild him. We can.
We need a hull seal to repair exactly 1% now.
What? Yeah. Well,
that is a very special request. Should I put it out there, Josh?
It is.
Can that be done?
Yeah, actually.
I don't know.
Well,
They can tell us.
They can repair some and then shoot you back down to 40%.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask.
But yeah, that could be a thing. But it can, it certainly can be done. I don't know how much one limpet will repair. More than 1%, that's for sure.
See,
Sinclair, you looked away for a moment and Josh crashed into a star. Probably because he looked away for a moment. It happens, know.
No, I thought I was refuel. I'm like, where's the refuel? I'm not getting any refuel. It's because it's a frickin' Herbig ABE star.
Oh, right. Yes.
Shit. That is so disappointing.
Well, you see, if it had been a T-Tory, then I could have understood, because they like to masquerade as M-class stars and throw you off.
Look how many stars
They,
are in
they
the
never
system,
used to.
though.
They used to look white, if you remember, T-Tories.
Yeah.
They were
used
so
to.
white and bubbly, and you always could spot one, and you go, you're not scoopable, and you could just leave them alone.
Damn it!
But yeah, Herbigs and T-Tories, yeah. Well, you found a Herbig. They're quite rare.
Yeah, rare.
On the
sure.
on the plus side. On the plus side.
But I'm 39% now.
Yeah, they are rare, Oxy, but I found a system with 2 in on my way to last waypoint.
Hey, wait a second. Can I use the auto field maintenance unit to repair myself 1%?
Not your hull, but it'll repair everything else, except
Yeah.
your power plant and your hull. It can't fix.
Alright, I just got word back from the hull seals. They say it's not possible. They could repair you, with 1 limpet and then shoot you back down to 30%, 40%.
That's what I reckon. Yeah.
No thanks. Let's not play that game.
Well, it's not a problem, because if they zap you past that, they'll just hit you in another limpet. But it can be done. It's not a problem for continuity purposes.
No, I want to play that
Remember,
game.
in ye old days, on the first Distant Worlds, I flew all the way back from Sag A to the bubble to fix 2% hull. Because I was worried about continuity. Nobody would notice anyway. Nobody would care, but I would. So it was an oversight, crashing into a star when I was filming Summit. And I thought, oh no, people are going to spot that now. It's going to ruin all my footage. So I flew all the way back from Sag A back to bubble to get 2% hull fixed. This was before all the jump boosts and all this kind of thing. 33 light year range. I get all the way out, and then the other side of Sag A, I managed to do a crash into a planet because I was filming a reverse angle. I did the same thing again, and I thought, screw that, I'm not flying all the way back now. So I carried on with it after that. But yeah, so
let's not do it again. Not paying attention here. Jesus.
So I wouldn't worry these days, because if I did that now, I could just say, could someone throw me a limpet, please?
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, say goodbye to Commander 40%.
We can get your hull fixed up to 40%. We can.
That is a
putting it up to 60 and shooting it back down.
Terrible crying shame. I mean, I was Commander 41% there for a while.
But that was not your fault, though.
No, that was just the game wanting to give me 1% hull for no particular reason.
Yeah.
That was the transition after the update.
Cluckety sizzle, Mr. Hawk. Nom nom, tastes like chicken.
Yeah, that's right. The Hawk is dead.
Alright, Echo's off. See you, mate.
Who's taking off?
Echo Spark.
Okay, Echo. Take it easy, buddy. He's like, I can't watch this show anymore.
Like, I can't. No,
I can't believe it.
It was better in season 2 when he had 40%. I don't like it now in this new season. Now he's 39, whatever it is. No, I'm all for that.
Nobody wants to watch a commander at 39%. Jesus. Terrible.
I've gone right off this series now.
The quality of this show has just gone down the tubes.
By 1%.
That's right.
Yeah, it's tragic.
That is a terrible, terrible tragedy. Yep. I'm going to move to Australia so I can watch the quality of the show go down the toilet in the opposite direction.
Wow.
Well, talking of 40s, you've got 41 minutes to find this.
Hey, I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
So,
honestly.
Yeah, actually, Rodney says 1%. You got lucky. Yeah, you did. It's usually 2. That's it. It likes stealing 2% off you. I'm surprised it just nicked 1.
God damn it! Hurts.
That's gonna bug you for a while now.
Absolutely. Already bugging me. Because I mean, look, how many jumps?
And fix it.
How many fuel scoops? How many jumps have I done? And how often does that actually happen?
Well, when was that event that you went to external camera and decided to fly between two stars?
That was a long time
I don't
ago.
know, but it was
That
on
was
stream.
like
Point.
that was like 1.5 years ago, I think.
Ages.
Yeah, it must be.
It's
at least
been an age.
2.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's how often it actually happens, but whatever. Just have to deal with it, I suppose.
Yeah, blame Scorpius. That works.
Damn you, Scorb! Damn you! I should have played Afterneer today.
I don't know, Ablative. What would that do? He says, can't you get a repair limpet and log to the game menu and mode switch? What would that do?
There's an idea.
Can I what?
Or take a repair limpet and then make an ECM go off at the right time.
And that would short the repair limpet out. Yeah,
Maybe. I don't know. It might.
maybe.
I mean, I don't have an ECM on me, but maybe somebody in the fleet does.
Can you do that? You could short out a repair
The moment
limpet?
it hits 40%, you just go, right, I'm off the menu. It might work.
That's
It might
an
work.
interesting idea. I like it. We got a water world here. 2.6k light seconds out.
Yeah, but jumping or going to supercruise is hard to time right.
So here's what
And
I'll
my
do.
suspicion is if
I'll
you want to
fly
log
over there.
out, you would also you might have to deal with that 15-second log out timer, maybe if being repaired counts as a dangerous situation. Who knows?
Good point.
So I think the ECM or just basically combat logging on a repair limpet would be the safest bet.
I'm gonna have to speed this up. I got 13 more jumps. I'll have to just jump blind and no scan. Oh!
How do you have 13 more jumps?
I didn't realize it was 1,600 light years. I thought it was 1,200 light years, but
Wow.
Wow.
whatever. I could do 13
Right,
jumps just
such a
jumping.
burn.
I don't have to scan. I don't have to.
don't
The thing
have
is,
to
scan.
even if you get there, if you want to find some notables, you're gonna have to look around in the system nearby, the
No,
nebula.
it's a planetary nebula. It's just one.
so it's only one
It's a
system.
black hole. Chances are I'm going to get there. It's just going to be a black hole, but whatever.
Nothing else, yeah.
It's like
We'll see.
every other planetary nebula I've come across so far. Whatever, we'll see. Scan this.
Oh, that's right, Bounty Stickman. Yeah, Bounty Stickman says highway warriors rescuing the lost commander at 65,000 light years from Sol. Yes, the insane rescue mission. How long has it taken, Gray? to get
600
this
hours
guy?
or so.
And they need
Yeah,
something
it's
like
insane.
6 fuel rats to do it or something, I heard.
Mm.
Because like they can't just get there. They have like one that's just
Yeah,
like a fuel
crazy
tank.
relay. Yeah.
Because this guy, what did he do? He got out as far as he could to the furthest point, and then decided to fly a light year in supercruise. Right?
More than a light year.
It's insane.
I think it's 2 or 3 light years in supercruise.
That's dedication right there. That's like, screw you guys, I'm gonna beat the record. And then
500,000 light seconds left. Oh, that's nearly there then. Wow. 5 fuel rats. Crazy.
Yeah, but the fuel rat that rescues him will be on the other side of him, so he'll be further out. You can guarantee it.
He could have self-destructed and retried 3 to 4 times in the time this rescue is taking. Wow.
That's crazy. Well, it gives fuel rats something to look forward to, right?
I mean, that's gonna be a very prestigious rescue.
Okay, here we go. Jumping and honking only for 13 jumps. Ugh.
Definitely one for the fuel rats shareholders meeting, or whatever is that one. I'd be on the. You know how they have at Lord's, the cricket ground, they have a big wooden board there. That everybody scores 100 runs. They paint Paint on that board.
When it
there.
rains, it
No.
pours, Josh.
Take one of your rats.
When it rains, it pours.
Yep. First, you lose your 1% of hull. Now you have to jump without looking. Bad day, is it?
It's a terrible day.
Well, you know what the third thing will be? It'll be discovered.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of course it will be. I have no doubt that it will be. And if it's not,
Wait,
then one of you bastards is
Theo,
going to fly out there and grab
Was
it.
was that actually called the Raxla Expedition? Because if that's the case, wow, I'm disappointed. It should have totally be called the Raxla Expedition. By Harry Potter. What?
I'm just not going to talk for the rest of the show. Imagine my canopy just broke. Oh, Lord.
Well, at least you did fix your oxygen. Because you ran it down to 7 seconds, I think, when we shot the episode, the AI
Yeah.
spy episode.
Yeah.
Before you had any repair facility, because you couldn't synthesize life support back then, and we didn't know. Because
Nope.
it's not something you do. You don't let your life support run to 0 to find out what happens.
Nope.
Ship blows up, basically.
Yeah.
But we didn't know, so we were just filming, and it's like, and I was thinking, that's probably not a good idea. But it was good telly. It
Yeah.
made good telly.
It certainly did.
7% life support left. It's a good job he didn't actually have to use it before synthesis was brought in.
I feel very discouraged right now. I feel like...
Oh, well, bouncy stickman says Josh is a beacon man. You need a hug. That's what he needs.
Do you need a hug?
You need a hug.
I need a
Yeah.
hug.
Make sure she shaves first, Josh.
How dare you?
Oh, gross. Why? Why do you have to go there?
I always shave everywhere.
It doesn't matter where you go on her, buddy.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Everything's shaved. I didn't mean for me anyway. I can't go over
Oh,
there and
it's
hug
a
him.
neutron
Get the
star
missus in.
system with high middle content worlds in it. No.
You have to get your lovely wife in and say, "Wife, I need a hug. I've just lost 1% off my hull. You don't understand, but I need that hug."
What do you reckon would her reaction be to that?
I don't know. I'd have to, first of all, I'd have to translate what 1% of my hull means, because she wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, you say none of it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to talk a lot of rubbish to you. It doesn't matter. The only important thing is
Just
I
hug.
need a hug.
Just hug me. God damn it. My bird wants to come and give me a hug. She's looking at me right now. She's like, I'll come and give you a hug.
They know.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
bring her
on your
on.
neck. On your
Oh.
neck with me beak. I'll hug your neck with me beak. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know how that bird operates.
She bites though, so well. It's not biting. She when she's on my shoulder, she doesn't want to leave, and she loves to cuddle and she loves to give like a little love nip. So if I put her on my shoulder, she starts nipping at my neck, and then if I try to pick her up, she's like, no way, I'm not getting off here. So then it's like wrestling with a ninja bird.
Adam D asks, hey, what's a good way to secure my HOTAS to my desk temporarily? It's just stiff enough to move, and it's a bit annoying.
Velcro.
There you go.
That's what I did with mine. I bought the industrial Velcro strips, and I just stuck it onto the
That would
table
work.
and onto the bottom of the HOTAS. And you get a big square strip of it. I mean, if you wanted, well, easier to take off, you can get the little circle ones, but I bought the big rectangular ones, and actually, they're still on the bottom here. The joystick has the circular ones. The throttle has the big square ones, because this one here, you're cranking quite a bit. So, there you go. That's what you can do. Good old industrial Velcro.
Good job you had the throttle down. When you were fanning
Yeah.
out with the joystick
Yeah.
stropping out of the I was just waiting there. I was waiting for that.
That's something that I know how to do, believe it or not. It's just a muscle memory thing, so...
Oh, it was annoying that I can't remember how long it lasted. Or was it 2 or 3 times they actually put it in, once deliberately and a couple of times accidentally, where you jump into a system and your throttle didn't zero,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no matter what you did.
Yep.
That was annoying.
Yep. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, we've got enough fuel. Let's go. Alright, it's hard not looking, but 8 more jumps and 30 minutes. I think we're good to go. I think the bird does want to come down here, but
You need that hug.
Yeah.
Because you can't get your mind off.
Belly flop!
Yep.
Can you?
That's what it was. I literally into a Herbig star on top of it too.
Yeah. Fair enough, though. Fair enough, because they do shock you. They are incredibly rare, so you're not expecting to drop in on one. You can usually get a feel for the T-Tories, and the point is, if you've got your thing set to not, to just scoopables. Except you haven't, have you? Because you were neutroning.
I'm
So to be set-
neutroning right now, and
And I'm also not sure where Herbigs fit on that scale, anyway.
not scoopable. That's where they fit.
Yeah, but what do they come on? Are they non-sequence or are they protos?
They're
Uh,
protos.
No,
Yeah,
they're
I think they
probably
should be proto.
protos.
Yeah,
Because
they're
they're supposed
protos.
to be young. Yeah.
I think Oxy said
But
that
you-
earlier. Hold on.
You usually find them with other things. You can,
They're
I don't
basically
think I've ever
OB
seen.
stars before they become OBs.
I don't
So
think I've ever
O
seen
or
one on
B
its
type
own.
stars.
There probably is one or two on its own. I don't think I've ever seen one on its own. They're always with scoopables. Not that I see them every day. They're not that common. But yeah, I did bump into a system that had 2 in on the way to where I am.
I know I'm not supposed to be looking, but 8 jumps I figure I can do.
Osiris Game says, "Wow, it's been a long time, and you lost your beard and your hair. Hard to recognize you. Is that you, really?"
Yeah, and then
And my
the
voice
is
sounds
too deep as
different.
well. Yeah, that's right.
Question to you, Osiris Game: how long have you not been here?
Yeah, because he's probably been replaced by an android a couple of times in the intervening time. Maybe.
It's possible.
Borg Josh. Yeah.
Poor Josh. Resistance is futile. Oh my god, you want to see something crazy? So you guys have seen the tattoo that I have on my arm. I was in Tremblant a couple weeks ago, Mount Tremblant, which is like the big ski hill north of Montreal here. And I'm sitting in a restaurant, and the waiter looks over at me and he's like, "Oh, that's so weird. Another waiter here has the exact same tattoo." And I was like, "Huh?"
What?
So he goes, "Yeah, the guy back over there," and I walk over and I have a picture of it. I swear to God, this guy had the exact same tattoo
What?
in
How
the same
cool is
spot on the same arm. It was so trippy. We're like, what the hell? I got a picture of it.
Planetary Brothers. So cool.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm going to show you this. This was
This
is
that's cool.
super
That is a
trippy.
cool thing.
Yeah, you found a glitch in the Matrix, I think.
Here,
You have to make sure he plays the lead.
I'm going to have to come up and
Get him.
show you on the camera because I'm not going to bother with it.
I'll do it, I'll
Hold
do
on
it.
here.
Just make sure you're not going to crash into another stair. Don't want that, do we?
That is crazy.
How cool
Wow.
is that?
Isn't that weird? Oh my god.
Great.
We were looking at each other like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Hey, that is cool. I've never seen one like that. That's like a so close to match of things. That's excellent.
I asked him where
So
he
yeah,
got it.
it's your tat brother. isn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah, my tat bro. It's very, very strange.
Cool.
An odd experience, to say the least.
And he didn't get it from the same place as yours then.
No, he did get it in Montreal, but I was thinking like maybe it was the same tattoo artist and just moved to a different place. But whatever.
Cool.
Just bizarre. very strange to see someone else with the exact same tattoo in the exact same spot.
The stream will be going for 26 more minutes, Adam.
And I'm almost there. We're almost there. We're so close now. So close I can smell the nebula.
That's right. That's right, Dave. Does he play Elite? And if he doesn't play Elite, you're Tat Bro, then you have to get him playing Elite.
Yeah. I should have asked. I should have been like, hey, do you play any Dangerous? Otherwise you're going to have to cut that off your arm.
Wait. Did you not get his number?
No. I don't ask.
Wow.
I don't ask random male waiters for their phone number, even if they have the same tattoo as me.
This isn't random. This is a different
hey man,
thing
could I have your number?
This is like fate, man. This is a dude thing. It could be like Bill and Ted.
I took a picture of his arm. That's all I needed. I didn't need his phone number.
Hey, I got a photo of a guy's arm, okay? There's nothing more to it than that. It's just his arm.
That's right.
I swear.
I stop at arm. That's exactly where I end the conversation. Metal Rich. Oh, there's so many here. I want to scan them all. Can I? Can I? Oh, look what I've done.
Should have at least given him your commander name and said, hey, if you're ever in Elite Dangerous, look me up.
Nah.
That's a bro.
I should have asked him if he played Elite Dangerous, but he said he had a telescope at home, and I was like, oh yeah, there you go.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
probably does then.
Screw
Obviously
you, scanning.
Obviously not a watcher of the show, otherwise he'd have said, I know that voice. It's Hawkins.
Maybe he secretly was a fan, and he's like, oh.
That's where I saw the tattoo, but I can't tell him. I saw his tattoo on the show, and I thought, that's a great tattoo. I'm going to get it now. I look like a fool. I don't know.
That would be very weird.
No, you'd probably know from his reaction.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anyone that watches the show that met me in real life would probably say, oh, hi, Josh. I watch your YouTube channel.
Well, they'd say, hey, I got this tattoo because of you. They wouldn't react the way he did, which I presume wasn't like that.
No, I mean we were both pretty astonished. It was an odd moment when we're looking at each other. We're like, what the really? And I checked to see, and he even had Pluto on there too.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Arm twins.
That's right.
Definitely.
Maybe it was me, like from the past, jump to the future.
Time traveler.
Yeah, that's it. In disguise. All right. Holy moly! Look at that nice little trio of stars right there. Very close to each other too.
That's quite nice.
Holy crap! There's a few more stars in this system as well.
Oh. Yeah, that's the thing. Explorer's Anchorage, the next waypoint, for some curious reason, they've put it in a system that has practically a contact binary. So it's 50-50 when you jump into the system whether you're going to get into any trouble. But it'll be all right once you get the station up and running.
Yeah,
just
good
pop along
point,
there
Keith.
and fix any heat damage.
Josh, pull up the orrery.
The orrery?
Orrery.
Hold on a sec. There's a water world here. I want to just get it on the FSS real quick. Water. Oh, I think I already got it. It's very close to one of these stars. It's got to be. Hold on. Did it? High metal content. Orrery. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that neato? Oh! Whoa! Look at this one. It actually orbits into the star.
Wait, what?
Oh, maybe they never touch each other because they just kind of like rotate around like this.
Yeah, they will. They're in a perfect lock.
It's a binary pair in a binary configuration with another star.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
very close. That's incredible. These guys should be stripping each other.
That is the one thing that I miss from the original Frontier 2 orrery that we had. You could run time forwards and backwards with that one.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And you can't with this yet. Maybe one day, I don't know. But I'd love to see some strange orbits.
Yeah, Commander Humbo, you missed the tragedy earlier.
Yeah.
If you go back like half an hour, you can rewatch it live.
Oh well, what can you do? Well, I tell you what you can do. You can lose 1% of your hull. Hey. Okay, we need to move on though, because I'm running short on time. I really want to scan that water world though, wherever the hell it is.
It was great, says Rodney Peters.
I got 3 jumps to go for that. I'm going to bookmark this system actually, because I can come back here and go get that water.
And die.
Hey. Hey. We won't be talking like that on this show. Where am I? I am here. Alright, let's bookmark this system. And can I get that water world real quick?
We already contacted the hull seals, Commander Humbo, but they said it's impossible to just repair 1%, and Josh wasn't as vivid about the idea of getting shot down to 40% again.
Not particularly. Alright, coming up on a neutron star next, so be prepared. 3 jumps. 3 jumps from the planetary nebula. How much time we got? 20 minutes. Loads
19.
of time. 19 minutes. Tons of time.
How long have you been in the deep black, says Commander Lone Star.
3 years. 3
Yes.
long damn years.
That's one of the most common questions. Maybe you should just put that on your stream overlay somewhere. Out in the black since 3301.
Yeah, I probably should.
3 goddamn years.
That's what you should just say at the bottom in the text at the bottom.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive
Supercharged. Alright, there we go. Supercharge it. What do we got in here?
What's your FSD at? Because that'll have taken a scrape with your last
Yeah.
knock. It'll probably just be down a little because I assume you keep on top of that.
I can repair the FSD. Yeah, that's what lost me my 41%.
Not when you're in Super Cruise. Just remember that.
I have made that
It's a
mistake.
quick way to lose another %. We've all done it.
Yep, been there, done it. That's right.
Yeah, but it is. It's a vintage ship. It's a vintage ship. It's pre-engineers. It's pre-everything. I think. Did you set out pre-Jumponium?
Yeah.
Probably yes. Yes.
Pre everything.
It's pretty much everything except fuel scoops and the AFMU. But after that, yeah.
But I don't have heat sinks on this ship. It's actually a fully armed combat ship.
Do you? I don't recall. Do you have SRVs? No.
I do.
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
So basically, right after SRVs got added to the game, then,
it was
right?
this.
That was the moment. Yeah, the moment
Horizons
we went out there.
Horizons launched. I went out.
Perfect.
That was it. That was the time.
I like Spooky's suggestion there.
Spooky's right. Yeah.
What's
Had
the
to count the
suggestion?
days since last crash into a star. Number of accident-free days on this stream. Yeah.
I like it.
operating beyond safety limits.
We couldn't do this back then either. But there it is. There it is. 113 light years away. It's the next jump.
These things looked the same as T-Tories back then, didn't they? They were all the same. Not like when you see them in my Space Zombies. What's that, episode 4 or something of my series? That shows you how long ago it was. Neutron stars and T-Tories, they just looked the same. They were little grey circles. They didn't know anything fancy about them at all, and you couldn't do any fancy jumps.
Rick Midkiff asks, "What kind of bird do you have, Josh?"
Oh, the bird, yes.
Oh, I have a green cheek conure. You know what? I don't feel bad about not flying to this ammonia and water world because they're 460 some odd thousand light seconds out. So I will definitely leave them.
That's fair.
Here goes a 113 light year jump into a PL, PN.
You see, that is one thing where the FSS shines massively over the old system, because you would have had to fly out to those to surface
Yeah.
scan them to
Yeah.
get the monies. But now
Yeah.
you can just zoom in from this far out. You don't get quite as much money
Here goes.
as you did for an old scan and a surface scan, but
Here we go. Jumping in. Planetary nebula, black hole. What do you think? Who's got their money undiscovered? Discovered or undiscovered?
Discovered.
Discovered, huh?
it's going to be discovered, isn't it?
Let's see. Let's see. Survey says. Oh. Hold on. There's a bunch of stuff in here, actually, but no notable phenomena. There's a water world in here.
And
What?
it's not been
I don't know if it's been discovered.
tagged.
Go to the system map then.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
You have to go to the system map. Yeah.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I've got my finger hovering over the sound
Oh,
on the soundboard.
First
I'm waiting.
discovered and first mapped. Oh yeah, of course it's been discovered.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
It's pretty much a given if you're this side of the center. Then yeah.
Aquatic Borealis, you
Gotta
did
think.
miss this indeed. He says, okay, I missed this. Why is Josh's voice even more manly than usual?
It's the roids. He's taking too many roids.
We've had a bit of a microphone glitch. Don't know exactly what caused it, but needless to say, it's
But
affecting my voice.
As a man,
It's magnificent.
As any red-blooded man, you're not going to change that glitch if it's doing that. Leave it
Nope.
alone.
Leave it as is.
Don't touch that.
Yeah,
That's going to be weird if you do then at some point return to your usual configuration and we hear your real voice again.
Yeah, because we know.
Everybody's going to think Shibuka is back.
I'm a real boy!
Yeah, I thought really 3 years. It's really been out there 3 years.
Yes, I really have been out here 3 years. For reals, yo. Alright.
And every year he sacrifices a % to the RNG gods to maybe find a notable stellar phenomena at some point.
So it feels like it
They never
sometimes.
turn up. So is there anything get fancy in this system? Or, well, there's a water world, which is nice in a planetary nebula system. That's
I'm looking
that's
for
quite cool.
biologicals. I'm hoping maybe there's something
It must
biological.
be, if you can imagine what the sky must look like to them.
Well,
That'd be nice.
yeah.
Yeah, where is
Osiris-
he
Shibuka
probably
is a
last
dad
time
now.
Osiris was here. Yeah.
Yeah, Shibuka
He's
is
a
a
dad,
dad
yeah.
now, so he's having a lot of
dad and
family
a-
time, and recently
And
he's
a
also
semi-professional ice racer, isn't he?
yeah. There you go.
Pretty much. Is he kind of semi-professional? He is, isn't he?
Well, he's racing in a team, so in
He's dead.
my terms, that's somewhat professional, semi-professional. I
It
don't know
is.
if they did any tournaments yet where they actually have like prizes, like actual money prizes. But if then that's probably the definite.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
the
keeping
black
more
hole.
tabs on him on that, really, aren't you?
As good as I can, really. I mean, he's a bit elusive these days.
He is. Yeah, that's what having a kid does to you.
All fair though.
Yeah. That'll happen to you one day, Gray. You'll be out there, you'll have a kid of your own, you'll disappear, and Josh and I will be on our rocking chairs. on the
Never.
porch. Where's that young Grey test? Where's he gone? He's out there with his kid. He's teaching his kid how to fly. So,
Well, I know I'm not going to get anything for this, but I may as well scan the crap out of it since I'm here.
Buka Osiris, yeah, he's Carolina. Yeah. It's American. It's not. Does that count as being a Southern gentleman? Is he North Carolina though? Is that south enough to be a Southern gentleman?
I'll be stopping
I
in
don't
North
know.
Carolina next week, actually, on my way to Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna drop in on him, give him a surprise.
Yeah, well, I'll only be there for about an hour and a half, but nonetheless.
Very quick surprise. Throw a rock through his window with a note on it saying surprise. Run away. Run away quickly.
Run away, run away. Nothing notable in this system. This is unfortunate.
They're all funky coloured with the lighting in that system, though.
And someone's mapped every planet in here as well.
Yeah, if it's a nebula type thingy thing, then yeah.
You know, the thing is, people had more than 4 years time now to just scour the galactic map visually for these planetary nebula.
It's still a big damn map.
It is very big, but
it is a very big damn map.
You can see it from a certain distance in the galactic map.
I can guarantee they won't have found all of them.
Not all of them,
I'm pretty sure,
but a good percentage of them.
Almost all, but you can guarantee there'll be one that they've missed somewhere. Galaxy, that's because you don't, and you've seen this a lot firsthand, Gray, as well. And you don't appreciate how dense the stars are until you're actually flying around somewhere near the core.
Yeah. And keep
it's
in
next
mind,
to impossible to find anything.
I think, I'm not sure if there are still sectors out there that haven't been visited at all. I'm talking 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000 light year cubes. You know, that's the sectors that the galaxy is made up of. I'm probably every single one of them has been visited, because there might be one guy out there who just, you know, set a task for himself to just visit every single one of them. Probably. But
every cube, every 1,000 by 1,000.
Someone will have done that, because
there are huge regions out there who are hardly touched. Like, you just have to look at the heat maps on EDSM, for example, or the Galactic Mapping Project or whatever. There's huge stretches of space on mostly on the other side of the galactic plane, where there's so few visited systems. Like, there in the region there might be like 5 players who've gone through there, and it's hardly touched at all. So you have a good chance of finding something there.
Yeah.
You just have to get out there first.
Well, I mean, you know this yourself, Josh, firsthand. If you sit and look at that galactic map for any period of time, if you're scrolling through it, staring for things, you know your eyes end up watering and you can't see a damn thing after a while. You just can't keep it up for that long. And as I say, the core is crazy in the density of stars when you get in there. So
trying to spot those planetary nebula, you have to be zoomed in at a certain level too.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing. There'll still be a few, but good luck finding them.
Yeah,
well, okay, Bouncy Stickman, that's actually fair, because there's probably some sectors who are so, like, the very edge sectors at the top and bottom of the galactic plane, on the very corners, for example. These will be so far off any sort of dense region of stars that you'll need, like, I don't know, several hundreds of light years of jump range to even get into that sector. So yeah, those will be completely untouched, probably, or certainly, because nobody can get there. But for all the sectors that are actually reachable, I can't say it with 100% confidence, but I would think that all of them have been visited by someone.
Alright, if that's a landable planet, we're going to go over there. Yeah, why not? Because we should have a very nice view of that nebula for the end of the show.
You can go and park and get the car out and drive around and go, oh, look at that scratch, that's never going to buff out that.
It's too bad there's no geological on that planet, but I don't think there was.
Well, Thudpucker, if Elite and Frontier will still be around in like 30,000 years, then yeah. But terrifying. Keep in mind that once the percentage of discovered systems goes up, I mean, we're talking still thousands of years in the future here, hypothetically. But if that number of discovered system goes up, your number of discovered systems over a certain time will go down as well, because it will be harder and harder to find undiscovered systems. So the last 10% or the last couple percent of undiscovered systems. Wow, that would be a hard task to track all of those down. The frontier would
they get
Finding
well, they could get fed up.
Yeah.
No, they could get fed up with it by then, and put like little flashy glowy bits on the
I
galaxy.
was gonna say,
Hey, the system,
FDev
you know,
would have to come up with a system to support finding these. But
It would be
again,
a new
that's
filter.
completely hypothetical.
It'd be a new filter called discovered and undiscovered, but even then it would be
cool.
damn near
What the
impossible.
hell? It's filter.
Yeah, what the
There's-
hell?
Yeah, there's gonna be that one elusive system that nobody can find.
Yeah.
Needle in a haystack, literally. And a haystack.
It's just 400 billion stars. How
Ah.
hard could it be, right?
No big deal.
How hard can it be?
Can we actually put that into terms? How big would the haystack have to be to contain 400 billion straws?
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh.
I do not know. I don't know how big a piece of straw is in relative
Probably
terms. But I think we're talking bigger than you think. Yes.
We're probably talking like Mount Everest sized or something.
Hmm.
I'm not going to be able to find a damn landable planet here. Are you kidding me? Asteroids. I was going to go land on that little rocky planet, but I figured there's got to be something closer.
Well, yeah, 4 minutes left. It's gonna be
It's
gonna be hard. Uh-huh. Hurry up then.
Well, it's interesting how red the nebula looks with the star filter on
Yeah,
the FSS there.
through the FSS, huh?
Yeah, the colours change quite dramatically. They do.
Let's see. Do I have time? Don't know how close this is. Why not? Let's fly there.
I think, Lucci, I don't think you quite fathom how big the number 400 billion is.
I don't. It's very difficult to try to picture even a million of something. I
Yeah.
mean, just to
Yeah,
put things
it
into
is.
perspective, 10,000, okay, is roughly how many people you get in the size of like an Olympic-sized stadium, right?
Yeah.
That's 10,000 people, and 100,000 people. Can you picture 100,000 people? Not really. It's a small. It's a small city.
Yeah. Well, a medium city even. That's not small anymore.
100,000 is a pretty small city. Montreal's
Yeah.
4.5 million people. Like 100,000 to me is like
Okay,
a town.
in American terms, it's a small city. In European terms, it's a medium city. Let's get it out of the way.
Okay. European terms. You guys have big cities.
I mean, Munich is like 1.5 million, and that's one of the largest cities in Germany. I think Berlin has like 4 or 5 million, and Hamburg has like 3 million, so it's like the third or fourth largest here.
All right, fair enough. Those are big cities. So like Ottawa is a small city for us, and that's like maybe 250,000 people live in Ottawa. That's because nobody really lives anywhere else. You know, we live in cities,
Yeah.
and other than that, it's
And
just
the rest is just
farm.
grizzly bears.
Yeah, grizzly bears and coyotes and Arctic wolves.
Do you also already have the grizzly bears invading the southern regions, like in Russia, the polar bears coming down?
Well, we have coyotes apparently in the city here, even in Montreal. Like, there's been people getting attacked by coyotes, which is like, what the hell? The
Wow.
last thing you'd ever think is like getting attacked by a coyote when you live in the
Do you want
city.
some atmospheric? There you
Yeah.
go. Just have that in the background while you're talking.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Really? Coyotes?
They must be pretty hungry though. Must be pretty bothered because most creatures just won't go near people. They've got enough common sense not to go near people.
Yeah. Last minute, Josh.
so,
I think you
yeah.
wanna end this.
Yep. Well, we'll end it with a beautiful shot of the sky.
That is beautiful.
There we go. Really nice sky view right there for all to...
And do
Bring-
remember that the hull seals are there to help you. If you do ever need help with a damaged hull, do call the hull seals. Don't end up like Commander 39%.
Unbelievable. All right, let's put on the music.
They can help you.
It's music time.
Yeah, put on
It's
the
time
music.
for
Read the
music.
sponsors list. I'm going home.
All right, here it goes. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and this show is brought to you by our sponsors, which I'll read out in the next 20 seconds. Brandon's Corvus, Corax, Malexanthia, Scorpius, Dark, Keith, Sid, Daedalus, Deadstar, Giz, Binary Stars, Tito Chip, Lucci, Cop, Liger, C Maximus, Limit, McCuber, Primetime Capital, Otutai, Kura, Kenshi, Kobayashi, Sasha, Spooky, James, Kosa, Commander Ibara, Nix, Powerhouse, Top Blazer, Henko, Speedstrom, and Theodore Bauer. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you guys next week, Saturday, 3 p.m., same time, same place. Commander Josh Hawkins, sign off.
Ciao.
Did I press